Thank you. So we'll be proceeding with the awarding of the best talk. And can I please invite Stephen to the front? And Chris? Or
some handed out chocolates. Get some handed out chocolates. Sure. Alrighty then, folks. We have several prizes to award today. I'm correct in originally we had 3 prizes to award, right? One of our certain board members has graciously donated their prize. So thank you to Greg for donating your prize to the bundle, which actually means we have 4 to award. Thanks, Stephen. Which is very fortunate because when it came to judging the best presentation, it was an extremely close call. So in the end, we have 2 winners of the best presentation. These winners gave talks that were excellently presented, both in terms of the slide decks and the manner of delivery, were presenting detailed and impactful results that were relevant both to their own science cases, but much more broadly and of interest to the rest of the collaboration, and sparked some quite extensive discussions. So our joint award winners for the best presentation are Jade Ducharme and Catherine Elder. Yeah, very much congratulations to the both of you. Your talks were excellent, and there's a lot of ideas that I think many of us will want to adopt, and so various of us will be in touch soon. We always like to have a prize for best student talk, and so even though Jade and Catherine are both students, we still continue with the best student talk, which this year goes to Shreyam Partha Krishna, who unfortunately couldn't be here today. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Shreyam gave an excellent talk, and it's good to see the results of the work on blue build and source identification by decomposing into different parameter spaces, let's say. These are certainly things that us who deal with surveys and very often have very, very stinking bright objects outside the field of view will be looking at with a lot of interest for peeling ideas going forward. So excellent work for Shreyam. And last but not least, not least at all, we have a prize for best image or figure during the talks. This was also a difficult one to judge. The standard is always high, and this year, the prize goes to Shintaro for the image, or rather the GIF, of the fantastic ionospheric plasma bubble trailing across the sky. So well done, Shintaro. It's great to see some data that is otherwise trash from its intended scientific point of view of EOR being used for interesting understanding of plasma physics. So well done, Shintaro, and we're looking forward to seeing the paper out there on arXiv. And that concludes our awards.
So the other 5 are for the remaining 5 country representatives to either eat themselves while they're here, or donate to someone else, or take home to share with their colleagues. So I won't ask everyone to come up and collect them, but we'll hand them out later. But they are pretty amazing. When I floated the idea, I could see in the eyes of the my Swiss colleagues on the video conference that they weren't quite sure what was going on. But Marta was the person who picked it up, and she ran with it and gave updates, and she was chasing down people who could make food grade molds out of the 3D printed patterns and what's the best type of chocolate. So there's some real innovation in these MWA beam patterns, mirroring the innovation of the MWA. So they are almost too nice to eat, but I'll give it a go. Almost. Yeah, so I'm not, just a really quick wrap up. As usual, it's been a great meeting. I've really enjoyed it. The presentations have been fantastic. The discussions and the sharing of ideas is always really, really good. Excited for the phase 3 and excited to have a think about globally distributed data and data processing. That would be very, very cool. I think it's probably too early to flag next year's meeting location, but we are thinking about the idea of having a phase 3 launch, perhaps in conjunction with the project meeting next year. So I hope to see you all back. Just a few thank yous. Massive thank you to our Swiss colleagues for hosting us. Thank you, Emma, Carolyn, all of the Swiss colleagues, and massive thank you to Stephanie and Venus, who are running the show behind the scenes smoothly and beautifully. The lunches have been great. The location's fantastic. So it's been in the great tradition of MWA project meetings from my point of view, where there's good energy, good camaraderie, great discussion, and really exciting results that always leave me really energized. So looking forward to next year, phase 3, and the future in general. So thank you all for coming, especially those who've travelled, and thanks very much for all of your contributions to the meeting and indeed to the MWA. And safe travels home.